Hi, thank you for joining me. And I'm excited about this pair. Give me a second and we'll put it up, get the screen share going so you can see exactly why I'm excited about it. Now, yesterday when we ended this, when we did the video, it was actually at negative $24.08. 1 penny difference, but it hasn't stayed there all the last 24 hours. It's actually gone through its thing, went up to maybe $24.40 negative. But it's been up and down, up and down. As you can see, it's right here. Now this pair is New Zealand USD or NZDUSD. And it has been exciting, unreal. Now my start price, entry price is currently at 0.68310. My stop loss is still at the 5,000 or $50 negative, and that is at 0.63310. And my take profit is still at 0.73310, or as you can see, a positive 5,000 pips or $50. I have to tell you, this has been fun. Very, very fun. And if you can look what I'm talking about, you can see that this pair hasn't gone very far. It's gone a little up and down, which is expected. And I'm actually in the day chart. Being that my lot size is 0.01, it keeps the risk as well as profit and stop loss identical. 1-to-1 ratio. So I can go for quite some time with a balance of over $600. It doesn't affect me much when it's only 50 if it goes and I'm stomped out, or in other words, it goes below my stop loss. That's the only way I get stomped out. This can actually give me quite a bit. 5 to even higher thousand pips or $50 or higher. This trade is turning around and it is definitely moving. Now if you pay attention on this trade, there is a pattern here. So like I've stated, when you trade right, you look left. Trade right, look left, because the left side of the trade will actually tell you the history of that trade and where it's going to go, how it's going to function, and where you can figure out where it's going to be in the near future. But if you don't understand, going up into time charts is an easier way to find out exactly the pattern that it has already set. And as you can see, going into the week time chart, it actually shows what I was talking about. This 1, 2, 3, and then up. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and up. It's done it so many times. 1, 2, 3, and up. And even before, after my stop loss, clear back in May of that looks like June of 2015. Thereabouts. It definitely tells me what this trade has been doing and the trend it has set. Now, maybe people can say, well, why don't you put more than one in? And that's awesome. But the only issue with that is I like to keep my margin level around 2,800. Putting in more than one for this pair, this trade, makes that margin level drop. And it's easier for the broker to decide, hey, she's losing too much or he's losing too much, we're going to get rid of it. And that's when you hit your stop loss. That's when you can lose your account. So if you haven't been trading for at least 90 days, don't start. Stay in a demo. Don't go live until you've had at least 90 days under your belt and understand what the trade is telling you. We can go into the minute, but it doesn't show much. I can't really see much on where it's going or how it's going. And I'm going to make it like I would any other. There's nothing here. The 5 minute is still kind of in the same boat. Maybe the first paragraph of a story of a book. And 15 minutes, depending on how fast of a reader you are, could be the first page of the story. You're not getting the full picture of it. The 30 minute, yes, it's quicker and you can get in and out of the trades a whole lot faster. However, where are you putting your entry price? Where are you putting your stop loss or your take profit? I can't get a good picture of a 30 minute or less. However, the 1 hour, you can start to see what's going on. As you can see, you don't have the full trade here unless you adjust it like so. But even then, you don't get the full picture. So we're going into the 4 hour, and once again, you don't get the full picture. The stop loss isn't there yet either unless you adjust it, and now you have the whole trade on one chart. So you don't have to focus and go, do I need to go forward? Do I need to go back? This is still not giving me a clear picture of this actual trade. However, a day chart or above does just that. It gives me all the information that I'm looking for. And I can see the trend and the pattern that this trade does. When you have a larger time chart in front of you, you have a clearer picture of where this trade is going to go. And you can make a good guesstimate. It's not 100% risk-free because trading is not risk-free. You trade at your own risk. And if you have an account and you want to fund it and you're trading, don't trade your rent. Don't trade your bills because you'll lose. And it's almost guaranteed. However, if you can do what I do and go to a longer time and a longer trade, then it's a win-win. The amount that I see in this account, I don't touch at all. It's for trading and trading only. It increases or decreases on anything time-wise or any possible amount that it could charge me or anything to that effect. Right now, it hasn't done much, but it has told me what this pattern, clear back to April of 2016, what the pattern, the trend of this specific trade is actually going through and how it's adjusting accordingly to anything in the news or anything in the market. Now keep in mind, the market is open from Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern to Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. After that time frame, it's closed, and it's the Forex. Once again, people said, well, why don't you put in more than one? You obviously can see that you could profit on a sell or another buy even. Well, that's true. However, Forex.com has a first in, first out rule. The first trade you put in needs to come out before any of the next one, the future, or the, say you have 2 or 3 positions. That second and third can't come out before the first one does. And I would hate to lose because it's gone down below my stop loss or to my stop loss while the others are in profit. I can't take a profit on a second or third while the stop loss is on the first. It just doesn't work very well. So there's quite of information here, and people once again ask me, where do you get your trades? Where do you get your signals? Well, that is a multiple of answers. The first answer that comes to mind is through IML.com, and it is an education that will teach people how to trade. That will teach people how to find the signals as well as the trades. Until you can learn it, they have a system that gives you what is called swipe trades. There's also the education, the teachers that are actually teaching this skill through IML Academy. And in that, many of them give you a signal to look at, but it can always only be said as an idea, not a must. The risk of trading is very, very high. And if you don't have it in your account, don't trade it. And never, ever, ever think that, hey, I got it, I can take it and I have no problems. Because that's not always true. You don't want to trade your rent, but you trade at your own risk. So keeping it at a 0.01, so a 0.01, it keeps your risk for re-entry or consolidation or any of the fancy indicators that we have low. People ask me, well, why don't you use indicators? That's a good question. And that question would be because I have a habit or a problem with my health that I lose my memory every time I sleep. So when I wake up the next morning, I have to relearn just basic stuff that you wouldn't even think about having to relearn, as well as relearn all the indicators and the trading. So I keep it as simple as possible for anyone to be able to do it on a regular, ongoing basis. It seems to be working, so I can't complain. But I do want to thank you for joining me. And we're going to stop our screen share so that some questions can be asked. And I'm ready when you are. Quiet in the house tonight. Well, if there's no questions, going once, going twice, and gone. Thank you for joining me, like I've previously stated, but I want to say something about the SOARS event in Fort Lauderdale. And it is the 14th, 15th, and 16th, just 8 days away. But if you want to get your ticket, you want to make it so it's not costing as much as it could at the event, I advise you to go to iml.soars.com and you can purchase your own ticket so that you can attend. And the reason to attend would be if you want to increase your customers, increase your income, increase your knowledge and education, and to have a first-hand experience witnessing everyone that is succeeding at the international event in Fort Lauderdale. So come check us out and see what's going on. Thank you for joining me, and have a great remainder of your day or morning, wherever you might be, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.